This is the S&P 500 one-day reading for December 8th, 2023. It's currently October 10th, 2023, 8:32 p.m. Eastern Time. The S&P 500 at the time of this reading is currently 4,358.24, and the shuffle file we're about to play for you was created on October 5th, 2023 at 9:18 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this video right here. So the overall theme of behavior for the 8th, we have a prominent move, or we have a rally into key resistance followed by a decline with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down. It is nullified, however, so that chart behavior somehow, there's some sort of chart behavior that counteracts it. Behavior around the highest high, we have a decline off of the highest high that offers an opportunity to open up a long position, indicating that we either see the same high again within the time frame of this reading, so we probably see the high twice in the 8th, or it's because there's a higher price level in the following day. Same price level or higher price level, but what you can bet on is that we'll see the high again. Behavior around the lowest low, an unexpected move higher out of the low, and then I'm advised to trade around the establishment of support with sideways rotation followed by a prominent move higher, standing out on a one-day chart, and I should position myself into a short position there. It looks like we may even see a highest high thus far here. There's some cross-reading congruencies for a highest high. This is the high card of the December cluster. Also, this is a cross-reading congruency. Hard to say if we open higher or lower. So either we open higher and we decline into a low at the open, or we open lower, move higher, and then decline pretty notably at the open, taking us into a low. From that low around the open, we're going to have a notable move to the upside from the bottom of range all the way to the top of range, and that's on a one-day chart scale. That move higher continues into, well, from the bottom of range to the top of range, the high somewhere between the open and 11 o'clock where that unicursal is. And what I'd want to do is I want to position myself in a short position, into a short position in anticipation of a pretty sharp drop. Okay, so when I see a key technical price level, yeah, okay, so before we go any further, I just want to make sure everybody's aware, the whole purpose of the channel, we're looking to transmute some of the competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill. Guys, imagine if everybody in the stock market took all the profits that they made and put it towards goodwill in the world. How much better the world would be. So we can do a little bit of that at least, right? We can do that together as a team. So what I'm doing is I'm putting out all of this free content, free. It's not really, it's part of an agreement. Your end of the agreement is that whenever you profit from this information, you follow through on the rule of karma, which is to donate 5% of the profits forward to one of these charities here on the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders, and 5% of the profits back to the channel to say thank you. It leaves you at 90% of the money. Spend that money out of love. As long as you follow those rules, that makes you an angel investor of the channel. The universe will send it back to you tenfold for being an angel investor. Guys, if you end up like being the individual that just, oh, I'll do it later, guess what? What you do now, you'll continue to do. It echoes onward through infinity, so it will always be later. The universe will shut you off like that, meaning that like your computer will go out and you won't be able to exit for the profit. Like, you know, think like weird things. I'm not saying you'll lose money, but the universe will not allow people to profit for very long off of this information unless they follow through on their end of the rule of karma. So I just want people to be aware of that. You can also do one-on-one sessions, guys. We offer one-on-one sessions, 60-minute, 249, 90-minute, 349. If you have a ton of questions, you want some private time, ask specific questions, doesn't even need to be stock related. We do it here. You can book it right there on the website. All right, so in the midst of that move into that high, I'm going to open up a short position, and I'm not looking to close that short position for a day trade. I'm looking to close that short position the following day, I think. All right, so that's key resistance that we break down from, and it looks like we likely open lower the following day. But there's a key technical price level. It looks like at the low there. Hard to say if it's the low or the high, but there's a key technical price level involved here around like 11 o'clock-ish, maybe sooner. If it's the high, it'll be sooner. If it's lower, it'll be towards the 11 o'clock hour. But it's a key technical price level important on like a 1-month scale minimum, and after meeting that low between roughly 11 and 12, we have this prominent move higher, a full retracement of that move back down, maybe even more decline between roughly 1 and 2. And then there's a crest that forms between 2 and 3, and then a U-shaped dip that forms between 2 peaks in that last hour. So we go from that crest, dip down, and then back to a peak somewhere towards the close. From that peak, we decline with increasing momentum as we move forward through time. So you'd probably hold that short position for a swing trade, close it somewhere towards the end of the day on the 12th, most likely. It looks like maybe the 13th. Hard to say, but there's going to be more than one opportunity basically to close that short position. So if you're doing options, I would make sure to get an expiration that's out past like an expiration maybe on like the 29th, with the intent to close it somewhere in this week, or if that doesn't work out, somewhere in the following week. But I would take the first opportunity that we have a sharp drop and you can make a profit. That's the S&P 500 for December 13th, 2023, my friends. Don't forget to follow that rule of karma. Thank you to all my angel investors. Blessings, and I'll see you guys on the next one.